Dylan, first of all, it's been exciting recruitment from Northampton this season, no less George North and Alex Corbisiero. Has there been a real buzz in the training at the start of the season?
Yeah, I think it always is. Pre-season's always exciting. New people coming together and kind of creating that team environment. We're in a good place. We've had some good signings. We've promoted, I think, 8 senior academy players this year. So we've got a lot of depth. We've got a bigger squad this year, and like you say, we've got some headliners in George North, Khan Futu, Aliti, and Alex Corbisiero. So yeah, some big signings.
Can that quality take you to the next level, do you think? Obviously so close last year, but do you think that the stardust of those quality players can really give you that edge in the big games?
Yeah, they can give us the edge, but we obviously already got a good squad, and we've had a good squad for 5 years now. We've always made a playoff. Yeah, we're confident, but then again, there's expectation as well. So, you know, within the squad, we do expect to make the playoffs every year. That's something we talk about. But yeah, to go on one step further and win some trophies would be, yeah, that'd be nice.
Has it been good to get back to playing rugby after the frustrations of your summer?
Yeah, I think initially, you know, the best thing for me after the Premiership Final here was to just get away. I had 2 weeks just clean getaway, didn't think about rugby. You know, physically it's nice to get away and stop doing what you do, but for me this year mentally it was just exhausting, and you know, a lot of stuff going on.
After the mental strain you talk about, how important was the endorsement of Jim Mallender retaining you as Saints captain? How much of a boost was that to you after, you say, a difficult time you had?
Confusing. I don't know about a boost, but once it kind of sunk in, you know, it was a big afternoon of a lot of coffees and a lot of back and forth chat. But you know, it's not like I held my hand up and said, "Oh, I'm the captain." You know, he made the decision for me. You know, I was almost anti it. I wanted to step down and let someone else take over. I thought with the new look Saints, like the signings you talked about, I didn't really want my reputation hanging over the squad. So I kind of thought the right thing to do is to step down and just be a squad player, just do my job there. And but no, he kind of convinced me. He said, "No, you're the man to lead the team. You've got the backing of everyone at the club." So yeah, I take confidence from that now that I look back at it. But at the time, it was a bit confusing. I wasn't sure. You know, at one point, I contemplated a bit of a gap year, just taking some time out because, like I said, that mental strain and that routine of doing the same thing. As soon as you get away for 2 weeks, it's quite refreshing. There's more to life than rugby, but then another 2 weeks of holiday, you realise that you really miss what you're doing and you miss your routine and you miss the rugby. So, yeah, I'm thankful I made the right decision to stay playing, and I'm happy Jim's backed me, and I'm like I said, I'm motivated hugely to crack on with the season.
So do you think in some ways you're going to emerge from this stronger, as you say, after a difficult time, perhaps a low, you can come out on top with a high in terms of performances on the pitch?
I can only see it as ending positively. You know, just not beat around the bush. I've had a few misdemeanors, and I've been through the process of setbacks before, but it makes you fairly resilient, and feel like I can deal with, I don't know, most things. And you know, I've always come back better, and it's good. It makes you think, it makes you refocus, reset goals and things like that. So no, I'm fully motivated.
To look forwards now, you've obviously met up with England, of course, for the mini camp. What are your hopes for the start of the season? There's 8 games or so before you first meet up with England. What do you want to do in that period to, well, obviously you secured your place in the EPS. What do you want to do to really push Tom Youngs for that number 2 shirt? I
think I've got to just repay some trust within that setup. I think what they want to see is just solid, consistent performances. And obviously captaining my club gives me a good chance to show my leadership qualities as well. But you know, just understanding that being a player is the most important, but you know, not being a good captain, just being a good rugby player, being a good hooker, doing my job, and just being consistent there. That's what's going to get me picked in the squad for the autumn. So no, just a good solid start to the season, nothing special.
Stuart, on record, as saying that you assured him in the conversation you had with him that to deliver for England, he said you assured him that you're in the right place to do that. The backing of him as well it is an endorsement of yourself.
Either he just believes in me and thinks I'm a good player, or I'm a good salesman. No, I didn't sit here and try and convince him to pick me or anything like that. I just play rugby and he picks the players. So he made that pretty clear. You've just got to play well at the start of the season, and you've got a chance of being involved. So that's what I'm thinking about at the moment. And obviously the trust side of it, he made it pretty clear to me that you can't afford to, and I understand this. You can't have blind faith in players. I can't misplace that trust, so I can't afford to slip up.